are you, mate?
Cam.
Good to see you, mate.
You too, mate. You're doing
Good
well.
to finally meet you. I'm always well.
That's a nice rig, isn't it?
Mate, she's not too bad. Fairly new to the fleet, but she does the job.
Yeah, she's a beast. She's a beast. Come and have a look at Milo too, mate, and we'll work this out. Oh, this is it, Cam. Milo 2. We've decided to dispense with wheels and axles, and we're going to do like a double Blade Runner setup.
Good.
You're a 40 series man, you know about these things.
I've got a 40 series, and look, she looks about the same condition as this.
Right, okay. So you got the chassis.
I've got a chassis. Oh, there is a body there as well, but it's not looking too good. You know how they can come.
Oh, I do know, mate. I do. I've got one over there. Listen, you're probably wondering what's going on here, right? Well, Brown and Davis. Your old man started Brown Davis in what, 1978?
1978. It's been a while.
Righto. So 1978's about when I started fair income four-wheel driving. I mean, I think the first Land Rover came along about a year before that, and I know that's not considered fair income four-wheel driving these days, but it was back then. So these guys have been around for a hell of a long time, and that's why we're involving them in this Milo 2 project, because as much as anything, I wanted Cam's advice now at this stage to see where we're going to go from here. Let's have a look, mate.
So your car that comes out comes with a 60 litre tank, and for outback travel, as you know, mainly just for being able to get from location to location and not have to stress about it, we just want to up the fuel in the car and the capability of how far you can go. And look, realistically, the best location in this car is going to be up under the rear.
Yep.
You guys aren't worried about the spare being up under there. That's going to go on the tray or on the back of the vehicle.
I hate spares underneath. I never, I hate that.
Well, it's easy to get them off the back. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to put a fuel tank up under there.
All right.
It's a big area, but like anything, I mean, crucial things, we want to be able to get to all the parts and service the vehicle when you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's easy to service anything in here. Out on the tracks, it's a different story.
So what's going on here? If you've been around for a little while, you probably realise the last 20 years I've been travelling the outback in Milo with a 60 litre tank under the seat, and it's been just fine, except for those times when I ran out of fuel. Then it was a pain in the backside. Now, it's not really good to be carrying jerry cans everywhere. It really isn't, especially when they're inside the car, which is actually illegal, and which is what I used to have to do with Milo most of the time. Sometimes I put them on the roof rack. The number of times I've had diesel showers in the middle of nowhere because of some sprung jerry, it's not funny. So this is the alternative. Most people have been switched on to what Brown Davis do for a long time. I've known about them, but I never really wanted to go that way until I looked seriously at the products. And then Cam said, and he just said it again, the whole deal with this rear tank is that we'll have plenty of room around it, which means I can get the shackles in and out. If I've got to swap a spring, or I don't want to be dropping the tank to do anything else. The tank goes in there, stays there, that's right?
It'll be there, it just stays there. You don't have to mess around pouring things out. You fill it up like any car that we still got on the road today.
Weight's in the right place, it's down low, it's about centre with the axles, it's no big deal. Up the back of the truck, but that doesn't matter because there won't be much else up the back of this truck. Now, how are we going to get the fuel from the back to the front? What's the setup there?
Well, look, we're clearly not just driving around town. This isn't a Toorak tractor, as we call it in Melbourne. You're going out to the middle of nowhere. So what we look at is you always want, if you can, have a plan B. And fuel's a hard one, especially in vehicles with a single tank. If you, for some reason, stove the tank in, break the tank leaks, God forbid, you're stuck. All right, so what we want to be able to do is we organise changeover systems, which means you can change in between either tank. So you sit there and at the flick of a switch, you can be on the main, being your front tank, or you can switch to your auxiliary, and it'll run directly to the engine out of either tank. The good thing means is that for some reason you're in the middle of the car in your ramp over, you stove the front one in, you just flick to the back. And even at the back here, even though they are 2 mil, we still find just
2 mil steel, is it?
2 mil steel, so they're strong as strong. But if for some reason, and what can happen is if even just hitting them in, stoving sender units, things like that, you've got the front tank to run off. So it just leaves it that you've got a plan B no matter what goes on. So that's, I mean, it is known in a lot of 100 series, 70 series, single cabs, and the 80 series, they've had that system standard. We just put that system into vehicles such as this, and it just means for a remote travel, there's nothing better.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I should mention there's a couple of things here. I've recovered a vehicle that was stuck on a rock that was balanced on one of your tanks. Okay? It punched the tank in a little bit, as you'd expect. It was a heavy 100 series, But guess what? It didn't perforate it at all. So I'm really happy with that because that gives me a lot of options, heaps of options. There's one last thing. Come and have a look at the body, Cam. Do you reckon, mate, we're going to be chopping the back off this, turning it into an extra cab?
Yep.
Do you reckon we can do something in stainless steel to go in behind the seats as a water tank?
Water tank's what you need. Makes it easy. You're not having to carry more jerrys full of water or anything.
No.
We just put it under there, and then we organise even directly out the back behind your tray, a little tap or something, to get it so that you can, you know, wash all the dishes, do whatever you need.
No, I want a full hot water system, pressure pack,
Wow.
shower. Actually, can we do a walk-in sauna?
We could probably do. We could probably organise
I
it.
know you guys could. I don't want that. I just want a tap. All right, beautiful. So, along the lines here, Cam reckons he could get 100 litres under the back of that, but we're going to allow lots of clearance. We're probably talking 70 to 80 litres. Then we'll have 60 at the front. So straight away I've got twice the capacity, and then I've got enough water to take a shower for a couple of weeks in the Simo.
Very good, mate. Glad we could help.
Good on you, Cam. I'm glad you could help too. I'm starting to feel really civilised with Milo too. I might even have to put some air conditioning in there. Nah, forget it. I'll never do that.
No, you don't
I'll
need
never
that.
do
You don't. It's a
need
window.